So it seems like there has been some new gameplay for Resident Evil 9 Requiem being spread online. I don't know if I would classify this as a leak or not because it is being shown on Japanese television apparently. I'm not sure why we are not getting it in the United States. Again, the marketing for this game is very strange. But regardless, there is some gameplay out there and we are going to be taking a look at it in this video. We're going to be analyzing it, see what we can pull from this video, see what we can get from this gameplay. And yeah, full disclosure, this could be a potential spoiler for those who do not want to see any gameplay or want to wait until the game is released and not have anything ruined before they get the game. So, potential spoiler. With that out of the way, let's dive into this gameplay snippet that is being spread online just recently. Shout out to who linked this to me in my comment section. I can't remember. Shout out to you who linked this to me. Coming in clutch. Good looking out. Let's take a look at this gameplay. You guys have been asking, you guys have been wanting to see more, and this is it. This is some gameplay for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I'm wondering if they're going to show this, or maybe this is what they're waiting to show for the Game Awards. Hopefully it doesn't ruin TGA, but here we go. Only a 33-second clip. Let's see what we can get out of this. Okay. Nakanishi, Kumazawa. Two other people. Not a good shot. Damn. Took a big ass bite. Whoa, another one. Get out of there. Oh, going upstairs. Damn, yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that wasn't a whole lot lengthwise, but it was some solid gameplay. It looks like it's showing in the first person right here at the start, but then it quickly shifts to third person, which is interesting. So this is apparently being shown on Japanese television, and this is the Japanese version, which means it is Japanese censored. So I don't know if like the United States version or what other region will be more graphic or have more into it, but right off the bat, like I said, first person, she has that small pistol that we see her have in the Chronic Care Center in that one trailer. I'll try to post a clip or a screenshot to give you guys reference. But also, if you look closely, you see some like white tarps draped over some stuff. I'm not sure where she is, if this is the Chronic Care Center or somewhere else. So yeah, it's first person. She turns a corner. See like a hallway, see like a door right here. We got like a light. Very dark lit. Okay, boom. So it had a, yeah, it had the crossbar UI. So it looks like we got that handgun. I don't know what the name of the gun is, but I'll just call it the regular handgun. And then it looks like that Magnum we see in the trailer that she has, that badass, crazy looking Magnum. And then, obviously, she sees a zombie coming down the steps. This kind of reminds me of the section in the RPD where you're going up to the second floor, I believe. Or is it the third floor? I can't remember, but that zombie's coming down the stairs. And I think one drops from the balcony. See if we can play this. Boom, pops him. Misses the second two. Still coming at her. Got her. Bites her. Looked like it bit her on the arm and then lunged again and bit her on the neck. Seems like pretty aggressive zombies. They did say it was going to be some next level zombie action, so. So like he's biting the arm, or maybe she's blocking, and then boom, another bite on the neck. This person has very atrocious aim. Only 2 bullets, so not a shit ton of ammo. Bails out, goes upstairs, and then that's the end of it. So let's try to see if we can scrub through here. Maybe I'll slow it down. Turn the volume down because I don't understand what he's saying, unfortunately. So right here, I mean, let's take a look at this right here. I mean, the whole environment, the layout looks pretty reminiscent of like Resident Evil 1. Like you got the light fixtures on the wall. What are those called? Sconces? You got the stairway. This kind of gives George Trevor like vibes, you know what I mean? Like the Spencer Mansion, like his kind of style of architecture. You got the sconces, you got, you know, I don't know, the old-fashioned wood railing, like it seems very reminiscent of the Spencer Mansion and that kind of style of structure. So yeah, this zombie takes a pop to the head. Is that not a headshot? He'd already shoot him. Aims. Whoa, it looks like the crosshair, well, maybe that was like auto aim. Looks like the crosshair kind of just moves up to the head. Boom, pops him right in the head. Big old blood splatter. Misses that second shot, misses that third shot. And then another zombie appears right in her face. So this is not the same zombie we saw in that latest trailer, the Road to Requiem trailer. However, it does look like these zombies are wearing the same outfits, which is interesting because we see like a running theme with like the suits, like the nice dressed up suits. Like we see the Renwood Hotel. I mean, obviously he's wearing a suit. Maybe he's like the owner of the Renwood Hotel. I think there's another snippet in the first trailer where like a guy's wearing a suit and tie. The zombie we saw in the Road to Requiem trailer at the end has like this same getup, and these two zombies are also wearing the same outfit. So I'm wondering what that's all about. Because would they be dressed like this in the Chronic Care Center? Because from her outfit, it looks like she just escaped from that contraption that was taking her blood, and she's finding her way throughout the Chronic Care Center. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering why, unless these are just like people, employees dressed nicely for the Chronic Care Center, I guess. Guess that would make sense. I'm trying to figure out what's on the top of the crossbar. Is that the flashlight? I think so. Or the lighter. I know the lighter was, she goes up, it hits up, and it does something. That's weird. Did she activate the flashlight on the, when doing that? I don't think the flashlight is on. Yeah, no flashlight. She hits up, and then now it's a flashlight. So there's no like automatic flashlight when you aim, like in Resident Evil 2. You have to hit up on the, that's weird. You hit up on the D-pad, but she still has the gun out. So you have to manually hit up on the D-pad to turn your flashlight on in combat? Is that what I'm seeing here? So it looks like up is being pressed. And it looks like a flashlight icon. And then the flashlight comes up as she aims. I don't know, that's weird. Unless I'm not seeing that right. Big old blood splatter, like I said earlier. And then she gets bit, and then she goes to attack again, and then like another zombie appears. That aim is crazy. Yeah, like out of nowhere. I was like, whoa. Looks like another person wearing a suit. Yeah, look, it kind of like, let's check out the scenery here. We got like, you know, a light switch there. It's kind of, I don't know if that, I'm kind of, looks like an elevator door maybe? I don't know. It's just like a big door. Only 2 bullets. I didn't really see how much ammo she had in that other gun. Let's see. Can't really tell. It's way too blurry. I don't know if this is on the highest setting. Just 2 bullets. But that's weird. She says 2 bullets, but she shoots 3 times. Am I right or wrong here? Yeah, it says 2 bullets. But she shoots 1, lands it in the head. Boom. But that bullet count doesn't go down. The fuck? Let's see what happens if she shoots this other time. Yeah, the bullet count's not going down. What the hell? Maybe it's infinite ammo for the demo? I don't know. That's weird. Because, yeah, like, that number's at 0. This is at 2. The bullet count is not going down. Huh. That's weird. So I'm assuming this is the Chronic Care Center because she is, like, in that outfit, that same outfit. She don't have her jacket. It looked like, I can't tell if her neck was bandaged up because it's so dark. She has her t-shirt on like she just, you know, escaped from that thing being upside down. It is interesting because she finds this gun and then she turns around and finds this big ass Magnum, which I'm wondering what the story is there. Like, why? Because if I'm not mistaken, I assume this part is at the beginning of the game or near the beginning of the game, start of the game, to kind of get you accustomed to the mechanics and the gameplay. But it's interesting that she has this big ass, like, overpowered or seemingly overpowered Magnum in her inventory already. So that tells me, like, usually you don't find, like, a gun like that until it's, like, near the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like, towards the end of the game. So unless there's going to be some crazy shit, the more we get closer to the end of the game, like crazy arsenal weaponry. But I don't know. It seems odd to have that big old Magnum. I wonder what the story is with that gun. Try to see if we can pull anything out. Pull anything else out of this gameplay. It looked like she did that push off like how you can do in Resident Evil 2. She tries to run past the zombie, tries to grab her, and she does a push off. Let me see. Yeah, she's got that flashlight out. Yeah, she tries to grab, she does that same push off. So that's cool. So it isn't a guaranteed bite. You can't escape. So yeah, I'm assuming the flashlight will be manual just like the lighter, which is interesting because I feel like that's going to play a bigger part in like the strategy and like gameplay elements of this game to make it more challenging rather than, you know, in Resident Evil 2, Leon, I believe, automatically puts his flashlight on and he puts it on his chin when he reloads and all that stuff. So very interesting mechanic choice to have a manual flashlight, because I feel like a lot of players are going to forget to turn their flashlight on and they're going to go to aim and they can't see shit. It's like, oh shit, I got to turn my flashlight on to get a better, more clean shot, get a better shot on the zombies. So interesting design choice. That's kind of cool if I think about it. It's definitely going to make it more challenging, but maybe in a good way. So some interesting things in this little gameplay snippet. That's pretty cool. We actually finally got some new gameplay. I don't know why this is strictly only being shown in Japanese marketing. Hopefully we can see something like this soon. Maybe this is something they plan to show at the Game Awards. I'm not really sure. But it is cool that we've seen a little bit of gameplay. It looks like we'll be getting a manual flashlight mechanic. And yeah, we'll see what happens next and see what Capcom decides to show next. Here just right around the corner at the Game Awards. Let me know what you guys think of this little gameplay snippet. Does this make you a little bit more excited for Resident Evil 9? Or are you still kind of the same? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a conversation, man. Be sure to leave a like. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. And by the way, did you know that the producer for Resident Evil 9 did confirm that there will be returning characters? If you want to know more, click this video right here. I'll see you all in the next one.